Cerveza, baby!
Welcome back to the Daily Dizzle. It is Wednesday, November 30th, 2011. Tommy Dizzlemits himself, Tom Donardi, here to take you through some of the top headlines from the last few days. First, we're going to start with some sad news, which is never good, so that's why we're going to try and get it out of the way. Comedian Patrice unfortunately, is dead at the age of 41. He died yesterday morning. The news has kind of been spreading over the past day across the internet. At the Charlie Sheen roast this past year, the spotlight was almost drawn to his diabetes. And a lot of jokes made about the fact that he was dying. A lot of people didn't know if it was legitimate or not, but unfortunately, as of today, that is the case. He was always a very funny guy, very straight shooter. Very interesting to note that at the peak of his comedy career, he was also a writer for the WWE. Never good to see someone like this pass way too early. So thoughts and condolences out to his family, but we got to move on from the sad stuff because I'm bumming myself out. Miley Cyrus has also been making headlines in the last couple days for stupid reasons. First, for being a pothead and having her friends make her a Bob Marley cake, which she drew attention to. Oh, you know you're a stoner when they make you a Bob Marley cake. In the last couple days, she's had to put like a statement out being like, it was just a joke, blah, blah, blah. If it was a joke, that's cool, but all of us were teenagers once. We all know that when you're saying, oh, it was a joke, just kidding, that's your way of just speaking the truth and not getting in trouble for it. So, it's cool if you're a pothead, Miley, but stop being a lying bitch about it. She's also put out a music video emulating the Occupy Wall Street movement, showing her support for it. Leaders of the movement have kind of come out and torn her up a little bit, being like, oh, okay, it's cool that she's making a music video, but are you ever going to see her out in the streets? Pretty much it just seems like Miley Cyrus trying to spin something that's actually a relevant event into something that'll make her more money. And she's just trying to ride their coattails. Speaking of riding coattails, can anyone explain to me why the fuck Kelly Osbourne is Miley Cyrus's best friend? How does that make sense on any levels other than Kelly Osbourne having not much of a career since her dad's show went off the air of MTV all those years ago? But I guess you gotta do something to keep yourself a little bit relevant. Apparently they're doing a third Chronicles of Riddick movie. Don't know why a second one was ever made, and thought that the third one was killed when the second one did terrible for a summer blockbuster movie. Here's something that started off as Pitch Black, a very good black sci-fi movie, and then they just spun it into pure PG-13 blockbuster. There's no fucking point to the movies. And a couple weeks ago, though, on production of the third one was shut down when the studio failed to pay up to rent their studio space, leading to the whole production being locked out. Apparently that's been resolved, though there are still crew members who are waiting for paychecks to come through. This is going to be like the second one where tons of money is spent, none is made, and they question why they did it at the end of the day. And now to end today's show with a little bit of TV talk. Tonight is going to be the newest episode of Survivor, and it could be one of the biggest episodes of the season. You guys know the basic concept of the show, even if you haven't seen it. People are on an island, they vote each other out. At first they're in opposite tribes, then they have a merge. Alliances can be made during this time that'll help throughout the game. This was one of the first seasons where one of the tribes was actually able to successfully keep their alliance going, despite the fact that there were some shady dealings going on within them. Still, the Upolu tribe, led by Coach, has voted off every single member of the Savaiyu tribe, except for one. And that one would be Cochran. Everyone seems to either love him or hate him, and a lot of people are in the hate category. Maybe he just seems a little too smart for some people, maybe he seems like a know-it-all, maybe he's a little condescending with his sarcasm, maybe it's the fact that he just doesn't do good at challenges. Those are the reasons that people hate him, but that is why I want him to be the little engine that could this season, and I really hope he makes it to the end. Today could be his last time up at bat, since it would be very easy for the alliance that has been together this whole time to just vote him out. However, with Coach acting like a father figure to him and taking him under the wing, it's going to be very interesting to see if he will betray someone that he has bonded with so quickly. In fact, you can tell that Coach sees a little bit of himself in Cochran, considering people really still don't take Coach seriously at all. So we'll have a recap of whatever does go down on Friday, in addition to a look at the box office for this weekend. However, at this point, after working overnight and drinking way too much coffee earlier in the night, my energy is starting to wane a little bit. So this is what we're gonna call it a wrap. But we do thank you guys for joining us here as always. Be sure to check back Friday for episode 100. Woo-hoo-hoo! So this is the Daily Dizzle. I'm Tommy Dizzlemits, aka Tom Denardi. Oh, your name is stupid. I don't like it. That's all for today, but we'll see you guys back here on Friday.